Hey guys, it's Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and today we're going to take a look at a cooperative dice rolling game called Roll for Adventure. Roll for Adventure is a 2 to 4 player game from Kosmos, cooperative. So you're playing together, trying to win the game as a team. And what you're trying to do in this is you are adventurers and you're exploring this cave, the forest, the desert, and a fortress. You're trying to get these power stones, which I'm assuming are fancy gems, before you get killed by monsters, or before the monsters kill the territory in which you're exploring, thus killing you. You're going to do this through some dice rolling, Yahtzee style. It's pretty Yahtzee-ish. So you're going to roll some dice, you're going to play some numbers, all of one kind of number, or at least one of a number. You re-roll, you keep going till you have no dice left. That's essentially the game. Let's go to the table, see how it plays. Alright, so here is Roll for Adventure, all set up for 2 players. To set up, you're going to pick either the A or B side of each of these different color boards. I have this all set up on A. There's some little connectors that you can connect the boards together so they don't move around. If you're playing with A at the fortress, you're going to also use these little tokens right here to block off some of the spaces. And if you're playing with the forest, period, you need this little barrier marker, and it's going to go on the first line right here and this one. Alright, you're also going to take these little skulls, which are really cool, and they're going to go on the farthest left space of each track. You're going to put out the monster discard board. You're going to make the monster deck, which is you're going to take all the monster cards. You're going to take out this purple one, the Master of Shadows. You're going to take all the monster cards and you're going to shuffle them, put them into stacks of 8. You'll put the first stack of 8 here. You'll mix the purple monster, the Master of Shadows, into the second stack, put it on top, and then put the third stack on top of that. You're going to select the difficulty, which is the artifact that you're trying to free with the power stones. In this case, I'm picking the easiest because this game slaps us around. You're going to put the Vortex of Oblivion. I think that's what that is over here. And 4 gray dice on the ice cave. Each player is going to take a color of dice. If you're playing 2 or 3 players, you're going to get some extra bonus colors. So that's why blue player has yellow and red player has green. And then we're ready to roll. All right, so each player is going to get a special ability. So in this case, I'm going to be playing as the adventurer. We're not going to worry about the warrior too much. So I can do this special ability. You may re-roll all of your newly rolled dice one more time. So normally you're stuck with whatever your first roll is, but in this case, I get to re-roll it to try to maybe get something better. And then they'll have their power. Once we go into their turn, I'll look at it. All right, so we're going to get started. What we're going to do is we're going to roll all these dice, Yahtzee style, and we're going to pick all of one kind of number. So 5, 6s, 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. And we're going to take some sort of action with them. Alright, so I have all these 2s. I have a 6, I have a 1, I have a 4, and a 5. Alright, so what I want to do is I'm going to try to take the item that I have the most of so I can unlock my dice and get them back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here. I'm going to go over to the fortress. I'm going to put all these 2s. So over on this space, we have to have 4 2s to unlock that barrier. Once we get all the 2s, all the 3s, and all the 4s, then we have to do it again, and we can get a power stone. All right, then I'll re-roll. So after you pick your number, you re-roll all your dice. So I have 2 3s, a 5, and a 6. Let's see. I don't want to get too stuck. All right, I'll go here. I'm gonna take my 3s here. I'm gonna try to work on the fortress. Sweet, my last 2's here. So I get these dice back for next round. And this barrier comes off. And then I get one more roll because I have the 6 left. And I have a 4. Let's go ahead and put the 4 right here. All right, and that's my turn. At the end of your turn, you're going to flip a monster. And I've flipped the Crypt Spirit. So what happens is he's going to go attack the fortress. So he'll come over here. He's going to take a 2, a 3, and a 4 die, if applicable. But in this case, there's only 3s, so he's going to take 1 3 and kill it. If there weren't any dice here, he would attack the fortress, and the skull would move on this track. Now, when a number comes out, when a monster comes out, so say in this case it was a 2, When a monster comes out, it's going to attack, and any monster with a lower value than that one will attack. So if there were any 1s out, they would also attack. Any other 2s would not attack because he's a 2. So that's kind of how the monsters work. And that is the end of my turn. So now we're going to go over to red player's turn. Their power is they can place 1, 2 or more dice with 2 different values on a territory. So normally you can only place 1 number at it, like, you know, 1, like all the 3s, all the 4s. This one's going to be able to place 2. So we're going to go ahead and roll. So they have a pile of 6s and 5s. All right, let's see here. You may place 2 or more dice with 2 different values. All right, so I'm going to place these 5s here because they can be 6s or 5s. And then I'm going to use my ability to let me play one of these 6s. And then that's my ability, and I'm done. Then I have 2 more 6s. Boom. Whoops, that was a 6. All right, so now we've unlocked this one, this barrier. So now we get a power stone. So we take a power stone out of the tomb, or crypt, or whatever, or treasure chest, and it goes on the Book of Magic. The way we win is by filling this with books, with power stones. Then this player's going to get all their dice back for next round. And now we have to go 1 farther to get the next power stone. They have a 2. They'll put the 2 here. All right. So their turn's done. Flip a monster. We have vampire bats. So they're going to do the same thing as the last one, but it's a value 1. So the 2 is not going to attack. So it's going to take this last 3 and kill it. All right. Back to me. I have 4 dice. If you ever can't roll on your turn when it's your turn, you lose the game. If one of these territories gets to 0, you lose the game. All right, let's see. So I need to unlock some stuff. So let's go 6 here. And I'll go ahead and put the 3 here. We'll go 1 more, and then I'll explain what the ice cave does. All right, sweet. All right, so I'm going to activate the ice cave. So what happens here is it's going to go based on 4 dice, 5 dice, or 6 dice. So we have 5 dice, so I'm going to activate it. So everybody who contributed, which would be blue and red, are going to get an extra dice to spend. Then, because we played 5 dice, we also get to kill a monster. So I'm going to go ahead and kill these vampire bats. Because 1s out there are bad because they get activated by so much other things. Then we're going to come here. We're going to give these guys their dice back. And then we keep rolling. I got 1 more dice left. I have a 2. Let's go here. Let's do it again. All right, new monster. So we have vampire bats. So it comes out. This one doesn't attack as it's higher. There's no dice over here. So this one slides up 1. We're now 1 step closer to losing. Moving to red. Red has an extra gray die. They have all their dice, which is nice. All right, they can do some stuff. Let's try to hit the desert. So we'll put a 1 there. What you're trying to do in the desert, you're trying to get a 1, then one of the dice comes over here. Trying to fill it again, another die comes over here. Fill it again, another die comes over here. Then one of these dice out of the game forever, but you get a power stone. So let's see. We have 4s. Let's do some 4s. So I'll put the 4s over here. I'm gonna roll again. 2 1s. So we got 2 1s. This one will slide over here. This player gets these back. Then we get a 6 and a 2. Let's put the 6 here. Let's roll the 2. And it's a 6. And we'll start this. All right, new monster, baddie coming out. The white wolf. So he's going to attack the ice cave. So he has a hierarchy of dice that he wants. He wants 6 down to 1. So he'll come here. He's going to take the 6, send it to oblivion. All right, and no one else attacks because he's a 1. There's nothing higher than him or lower than him out there. So it's blue player's turn. Ooh, I'm going to do the 3s. So let's do the 3s. This could be risky. So we'll do the 3s. I need 1 more 3. Dang it. So we'll do the 1 and then 5. Shoot. All right, so this player is going to have to get some of my dice back or we're going to lose the game. So I get a monster. Giant Scorpion. If you're playing the A side of the boards, he's going to take 1, 1. If you're playing the B side, he's going to take 2 1s. So he'll come over here. He's a 2, so he'll take this, kill it. Because he's a 2, all the 1s attack. So this one's going to take a 2 and a 3 and a 4. So these go away. And then this one's going to attack, and it's going to take a 2 away. And done. All right, so that was not good. So we have 2 red dice to our name, which might have been a dumb play. Oh, man. Okay, good. Yeah, that'll work. So I'll take these 2 3s, and I'll go here. That'll unlock this. This player will get their dice back. This player will get their dice back. And that's the end of their turn. All right. Sand Devil. He's going to take a 1. There aren't any 1s from here. I don't think it takes this one. I'm not 100% sure. If it does, maybe he will, but I'm going to bump that up 1. All right, so now we're back to blue. Uh-oh, we're in trouble. We are in trouble. I'm going to re-roll because I'm allowed to re-roll. I need 2 6s or 2 5s. Dang it. All right, we're in a bad situation right now. Yes, all right, good situation. So this comes over here. I get this back. Red gets this one back. The gray die was used as a task, so it's spent. It comes back over here. And then we unlock the 3rd one, and we now get a Power Stone. And then we lock them back up. Do it again. All right, so monster comes out for red. I think that was red. Nope, that was blue's turn. So monster comes out. Crypt Spirit. So he's going to come over here. So he's going to hit for 1. He can't take a die, so he's going to hit for 1. Now all the 1s are going to attack. This one can't take any die, so it's going to attack. This one doesn't take any die, so it's going to attack. All right. So now we're moving on to red. We need to kill some monsters. But I can't do that right now. Oh yeah, I'll kill a monster. That's fine. So we're going to go ahead and kill this one. So it takes a value of 6. Oh, I can't do that. Oh, yes, I can. I'm going to use my ability and move 2 dice with 2 different values over here. Kill it with a 6. It takes 6 pips worth of damage to kill a monster, so I killed this guy. Then I have 1 die left. A 4. Let's come over here. All right, so I have 2 dice. Oh, another monster. We're about to lose. All right, so Tree Shrike comes out. He's going to take a 6 and a 5 from this territory. So there. All right. So now he hasn't hit anything. Nothing else attacks because he's a 1. Then we're rolling. I'm going to re-roll again. I'm trying to get 2 6s or 2 5s. Dang it. We'll just do this. 2, 3. New monster. Master of Shadows. So when this guy comes out, he's going to do the following things. All enemies are going to attack. You're going to roll a die and do what the die result says, and he's going to get shuffled back into the monster deck. So he's out. All enemies are going to attack. So this one's going to hit this one for 3 because there's no dice. This one's going to hit for 1. This one's going to hit for 1. This one's going to take the 4 away, which sucks. Then he gets shuffled. Oh, then we got to roll a die. So 1 territory. So I rolled the forest. So that means that territory takes 2 damage. And that was awful. That was terrible. So he gets shuffled back in. All right, and then we keep going. So red has 2 dice. So we're going to have to rescue some of these dice down here. That's a 7. That's not good enough. We'll make it work. So we'll go here with a 4. And a 3. And nope, can't do the 3. Just kidding. Come on. Yes, 6. So we'll go here. We're going to take the 4 and take their dice back. So this one's going to take their die. These are going to take their die. And they each get a bonus die, which is good, good, good. And now another monster comes out. It's a cave troll. He's a level 2 at the ice cave, so all the level 1s will attack. So this one gets hit for twice because there's no dice. This one will get hit twice and we'll be dead. This one... Oh, nope. This one gets hit once. Sorry. Because those are 2s. This one gets hit once, and that one doesn't get hit at all. All right, we're almost dead. We are almost dead. But it is blue's turn, so let's see what we can do here. I'm going to reroll, because I don't want to reroll once. It's just the same freaking thing. All right, I'm just going to put a 1 here. And I'll reroll. I'll put a 4 over here and I'll end my turn. We're trying to get a value of 10 plus up there, so I'm going to hope that player can do it. So we have a black knight, a level 3 over here at the fortress, so we're way dead over there. So he'll attack, kill us, he'll hit us for 2, he'll hit us for 1, we're way dead. This one hits 2, this one hits 1, because the 3 makes everybody attack. This one will take the die away, doesn't attack. So we died real bad. So that's how the games that I usually play go. We die real bad because I forget to fight monsters or I get my dice locked up in the middle. So that's how you play Roll for Adventure. If you would win, you get all the power stones down here. That's probably wishful thinking, or maybe I'm just bad. But yeah, so that's Roll for Adventure. Let's go up to the top, see what we think about it. All right, so that was Roll for Adventure. This is a super fun game. I've probably played this more recently than any other game that I have. I think I've played it 8 or 9 times. I played it solo like 4 times. It's a blast. I love dice rolling games. As I talked about in another video, I'm starting to be a bigger fan of just rolling some dice and seeing what happens. It's fun to me. Dice are cool. So this is, you saw in the video, it's hard to me. Maybe I'm just dumb and I don't know how to play, but this is a hard game to me. So I don't know if it's, I'm sure you can win it. I can't win it. That's why I always play it easy. Until I beat easy, I won't play it any harder. So let me talk about what I like about this game and what I dislike, and then I'll give you my final thoughts. So pros, I love the art. I think the art on this game is gorgeous. This box is really nice. I dig it. So the art is fantastic. The production is off the charts. The cardboard is awesome. The cardboard chits are just normal chits, but they look nice. The dice are really high quality dice. The rule book is fantastic. It tells you exactly what you need to do. It shows you some examples. I approve. So first pro, I guess we'll just lump it all together. Art, components, and rule book. Second pro, this is easy to teach and it's easy to play. So I taught some people, we played it twice in a row. I think I taught them in like 5 minutes. I just say, hey, you roll dice. Here's what you're going to do on the board based on what side of the board you have up. You just explain that side. You don't need to explain the other stuff that's not there. Then you're going to roll dice. You're going to have a good time. The trickiest thing about the game is maybe getting people to understand that when a 2 monster comes out, it doesn't trigger other 2 monsters. It only triggers what's lower than them, and maybe their special power. So those are the little caveats and ease of play, but even then, explain it once, good to go. I also like that it's a co-op. I don't like co-ops, but in this one I'm going to give this a pro because I think playing this together makes this more fun because you're acting like a team of adventurers. I think if this was a non-cooperative game and everybody was out for their, to protect their own, I don't think it would go over as well. So I think co-op is where this needs to be, and I like it for that. Cons, the only con I have is my fault. So when I was punching the game out, there are these little like connector things that connect the board together. I don't know if you saw it in the run through, but I threw 4 of them away because I thought they were trash. Turns out you need 8 for the different combinations of A and B side. So I only have 4. They don't always match up with the board. Not a huge deal. Doesn't really matter. But just know when you think that when you're punching it out, be careful. Those things are not trash. And they weren't labeled, so I didn't know. So that's not a con of the game. That's a con of stupid me. So really there aren't any cons of this game. I enjoy it. It's fun. It's light. It's easy to play. And it's a good time. So this is another, there's been a long string of accepted games here on the Diagnostics. So this is another BGM accepted game. I'm going to give this a 4, just a 4. A 4 wrenches out of 5. So 8 out of 10 on BGG. It's super fun. I enjoy it. I'll be hanging on to this one for a while, or at least my buddy will, who really liked it too. So it'll be in the collection where I can play it if I want to. So that was Roll for Adventure from Kosmos. I'm Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and as always, keep gaming.